I wanted to show you how to use Nearpod in this little tutorial. So you want to start by going to the Nearpod website, and this is the website that you'll come to. The easiest way is, as a teacher, you sign up for free or click log in. If you haven't signed in before, you want to click sign up for free. I'm going to click log in because I have logged in before. I just log in with my Google account. So I click log in with Google and it will log me in. Pretty easy, don't have to remember another password. And then this is kind of like the home base, your home base. So you can use lessons in Google Slides. Nearpod also has a whole bunch of lessons that they already have in their library. You can upload a PowerPoint. You can add Nearpod to a Google slide deck. You can use video. So that right now you're in your lesson or your library. You can go to Nearpod Library and you can search their library of lessons. You can filter it over on the left. You can filter by lesson, by video, by standard, which is awesome, by subject, by grade, by resource type. So there's a whole bunch. So let's say we want third grade. So I just click third grade, and here are all the lessons for third grade. So there's some math, there's some algebra, some icebreakers, some English, geometry, motions, emotions. So there's a whole bunch. Mummification, that sounds really cool. Minecraft, hieroglyphics. So these are all third grade Nearpod lessons that they have in their library. You do want to make sure sometimes some of them are paid. You have to pay for them. So you want to make sure that you don't get too attached to a lesson because you may have to pay for it. But there are a lot of free ones too. So let's undo third grade. And I'm going to filter. Let's do by lessons. And here's another way to filter. Let's do top science ones. We'll do life science. So this is really cool. You can really narrow down the lessons that you want to see. So let's just do bacteria. I'm just clicking away here so that we can get a lesson. But I'm just showing you. So once you click on a lesson, it will pull up some related lessons on the side. So you can see all the related lessons that are related to it. And then it will show a preview. That's loading right now of the lesson, and it'll have you, so it's 37 slides and you can preview it. So you can just click, these are all the slides within this lesson. I'm okay, yeah, I like this. I'm going to use this. So I'm going to add it to my library. So I click add to my library, and then I want to see it. So I'm going to show my library. And anything in your library, you can edit. So let's say I really like this lesson, but I don't like this one activity. So it's going to pull up, do you want to edit the lesson for good, or do you want to make a copy of this lesson, keep the original and edit a copy? So I'm just going to edit the original one, my original one. I don't need a copy of it. And then it's going to pull up all the slides for you, and you can edit the slides. You can change them, you can move them around, you can delete them, you can add a slide, you can add all kinds of stuff to it. Right, so here are all the slides, and let's say I don't like this one. So I'm going to click it, and I'm going to click delete. And I deleted it. And then here's the delete button if I wanted to delete it. So I want to delete it. Let's click delete. And then I want to go back to the slides, and maybe I want to change this one. So I'm going to click on it. If you double click, that's what I was trying to do, it'll have you edit it. So I can change the color on the side, I can add audio, I can change the layout, I can change the background, I can do all kinds of stuff to it. And then let's say I'm like, yep, I'm done, I like it, I like this lesson, so I'm going to save. And then I'm going to save and exit. So let's say, okay, I'm ready to use this Nearpod lesson in my class now. So when you log into Nearpod, it will come up in your library, and all you have to do is hover over it, and it'll say, okay, do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? So you can do live participation with Zoom, you can do live participation, or you can do student paced. Student paced is you're going to give the students a link to this, and they go through it on their own. Live participation is what a lot of teachers use live in class. So you click live participation, and it's going to come up with a code. So you tell your students, okay, everybody, go to join.nearpod.com and type in this code, ZQOWV. So I can show you how. So they would type it in, join.nearpod.com, and it's going to come up with, what's your code, or enter your code. So I'm going to put my code in. I'm going to join it. It's going to say, welcome to the session, put your name. So I put my name, and then I click join session. And I see the first slide. As a student, I cannot go to another slide. I cannot do it. I can click this arrow and leave, but I can't do anything else. The teacher, on the teacher side, I can see here, I have one student. That's the student I have viewing my activity right now. So I'm going to move as the teacher. I'm going to move to the next slide. Now as the student, I move to the next slide. And you can see as a student, I can click on these, but I can't move. I can't go back, and I can't go forward. So as a teacher, I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to keep moving, and I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to keep moving. And the student moves with the teacher. So whatever the teacher's on, that's what the student's on. So here's a poll. Have you ever had strep throat? Here's my poll as a student. Have you ever had strep throat? I'm going to say yes. And then I'm going to submit as a student. Okay, my answer's been submitted. Yay. As a teacher, I can see, oh, this person answered A. So then I can share the results. And as a student, this is what I see when the teacher shares it. So this is cool because as a teacher, you yourself can walk through the lesson as what a student would view it as. And you can see what your students will see. So, so you can see, I don't see who said yes. I don't see who said no. I just see the amount. So now as a teacher, I want to move on. Let's say I want to just skip those. And as a student, now I'm on the same thing the teacher's on. So really cool. You can hide student names. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can add activities. I'm going to end the session. And you can see your teacher has ended the session. Okay. So this is great, a great interactive slideshow. They have a great add-on that you can use in Google Slides. So if you open up a Google slide deck and click add-on, and then click get add-ons. And right now we don't have, it's not enabled for us, but once it is, it's fabulous. And you can do already pre-made Google Slideshows, and you can add in the feature of Nearpod with it. You can add in polls. You would just do available for install. You would click that when it's ready. But you can add in assessments. You can add in everything that Nearpod offers. You can add into your already made Google Slideshow, and then use, basically it's the same thing as a Nearpod lesson. You would just do it through Google Slides. So it's a fabulous tool. I hope that you kind of found a way to use it in your classroom. It's great because students don't need an account for Nearpod. You just give them the code, and all they have to do is type their name and join the session. They don't need an account. Only you need an account. So this is a fabulous tool. I hope you find it useful, and let me know if you have any questions about it, and I hope you have a great day.